Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm just driving back from Connecticut. I'm in, I think I'm in Nanuet, New York, right about now. Go follow me on my Instagram page, same name as this YouTube page. The podcast was sold, and follow me on my Facebook too. It's my full name, Sean Gunby. Gun is in Nancy BY. But if you go on Facebook and type in the podcast was sold, my page may come up too. You'll find it. Prison, being locked up in prison, I was able to develop several mental habits that have helped me be a success outside of prison that I wasn't able to achieve in elementary school, junior high school, or college, or when I got my master's degree. Being in prison, George Washington Bridge, 13S. In prison, I learned how to discipline, how to have discipline, serious discipline, and be okay and learn how to do the same thing the same way every day, right? How to develop a routine or a program and do it every day and stick to it. And that's what I do out here in society. I wake up every day, I work out, I eat healthy, I create content. Did I hear them windshield wipers? I take care of my son. I developed the routine. Also in prison, I learned mental strength. How to be mentally strong. How not to let that circumstance crush me, right? I learned mental strength. How to deal with an unpleasant situation and make the best of it, right? I learned that. And these are all mental strengths, man. This is dealing with adversity. I learned how to go to sleep the same time every day, and how to wake up the same time every morning and do my program the same way that I did it yesterday, right? I learned the importance of sleep, how so very important that is. I learned how to wait. I learned how to wait. I learned how to wait, man. Because when you're in prison, you are going to wait on everything. And learning how to wait is an art. Overcoming impatience, which I was plagued with all my life, and I can be plagued with now if I'm not vigilant of what I'm doing. But you're going to wait on everything in prison. You're going to wait to go eat. You're going to wait to be counted. You're going to wait to go to commissary. You're going to wait on everything, man. When you go to health services, you're going to wait. And you're going to wait on the time it is for you to get released. Another good quality to have in life, whether you're locked up or you're free. I learned how to mind my business. I learned how to mind my business. And there could be some dire consequences if you do not mind your business, especially in prison. You can get killed. You can get killed or severely hurt physically. Severe bodily harm can be done to you. In prison, I learned how to look at the bright side of things, to focus on the positive. In prison, I learned how to write down a plan and stick to that plan. Y'all hear them windshield wipers? Look at that target right there. I want 14S or 14A. Get ready to get on the New Jersey Garden State Parkway. I learned how to plan, man. And how to use the discipline that I talked to you about earlier. Being able to do the same thing the same way every day. In order to execute on that plan. Yeah. What else did I learn in prison? Learn about myself. How to take accountability. How to survive. Right? How to what else did I learn? Oh man, I'm going to pick these hoodies up too, y'all. So everybody that order hoodies, I'm going to pick them up now. I learned to be thankful, right? I said that one already, to look at the bright side of things and be happy, because things could always be worse. And this is the big one. I learned how to make do with a little. I don't need a lot to be happy. I don't need a lot to make do. I can make do with very little. I learned that material things, although I still like them. You see the kind of clothes I got on. You see how I look. But I don't need them. Especially I don't need them to validate me. Excuse me. Damn sure don't need them to validate me. So I learned a lot, man. wanted to share that. And see, like all of these things that I just talked about, I'm certain some people are going to go in the comment section and say, well, you didn't have to go to prison to learn how to do those things. And you're exactly right. But never did I ever recall being taught how to do any of those things in the public school system. And I don't think I missed days. I was absent the days that they were teaching it. I don't think they ever taught it. So what would be your answer to that? You learned it from your parents? I doubt it. Because our mothers and fathers be working. Even if you come from a real wealthy family where they don't work that much, they still preoccupied with other things. I just think in a free society, either you're not going to be exposed to these things, you're not going to learn these things, you're not going to practice these things. One, or number two, you won't be able to exercise or develop them to the level that you can do in a prison setting because you're so free, right? I learned how to not masturbate, to have control over myself. Right? To preserve my body. I learned how to do that, to preserve my body. I learned a lot. And I'm a success as a result. I took all that I learned, what I thought was going to be a super negative experience, ended up being a positive experience for me. I made it that way because that was the way I perceived it. I looked at it as this is going to be my time to change my life and to change the way I think. And I did that. So the prison experience isn't all bad. And I even see a lot of dudes who've never been to prison admiring the mental fortitude and the mental endurance and the mental stamina of dudes that have been to prison. Definitely admiring their physiques in terms of working out, lifting weights or calisthenics or how they look. Definitely that. Those are the most popular videos on social media. So, to all the dudes that have been to prison, don't be ashamed of your prison experience, man. You got an education and exposure to some things that some people never will get. And you yourself, look at your prison experience and look at some of the benefits that you got from going. Definitely not promoting going to prison, but I definitely ain't ashamed of it. And I'm definitely going to act as though there are no benefits to being secluded, right? And put in a situation where you're left with yourself and you're only able to look at yourself. There's a lot of benefits to that. And I think if you looked into Stoicism or philosophies, and I think if they interviewed psychologists, they would tell you that these are good things to be isolated. All right, y'all. Go on my website, thepodcastwassold.bigcartel.com, and buy my books. If you buy my books today, I'm going to call you on the phone. Leave your phone number in there. All right, peace.